You're watching the Wabash Valley's most accurate and reliable newscast, News 10.
They might not be cranking out blockbuster movies just yet, but a Wabash Valley filmmaking group is certainly creating a lot of buzz. What they're doing caught the attention of News 10's Gary the photographer. He brings us Gary's good news.
Have you ever taken a walk? Felt like someone is out there? Well, if you're in Linton, Indiana, action! Chances are it's just the folks from Moonlight Films, hard at work on their latest project.
Right now we're actually balancing two films. We have a horror anthology movie called Graveyard Stories that we've been working on extensively, and then we've also been working on this sort of a science fiction project that we're shooting today.
It's a lot of work for a group with some small beginnings.
Me and Ian probably started hanging out probably in the second grade, like he said. Then we started making movies when we were about 9.
My mom used to make costumes for us and everything, and we would run around and the neighbors would never really know what we were doing.
Ian had a camera around, and both of us, me and Ian, both have kind of really been huge fans of movies over the years. So the fact that we both had a love for movies and interest in collecting movies and watching movies and always talking about movies kind of puts you in the mood to, hey, let's try and make a movie.
Ian, Mair, and James Stevenson began cutting their teeth, bringing in their friends as actors, pulling ideas for their new passion from the past.
We always like horror films, but we really like horror films of the golden age of horror films, black and white, Universal monsters. So we found family and friends, really, or friends of my parents would come over and I would have a script written and we would sit and do our lines.
This is pretty spooky.
The films became more polished. What began as just two friends with an old camcorder evolved into just a bit more.
We brought on Tara Bixler a little bit later on and some other people and did more of a local group with it, and then that group has over time really expanded, and we've got people as far as California and New York involved, and Nashville, Tennessee.
You see, the mind is one of the scariest things on the planet.
And although the group's reach has stretched beyond the Wabash Valley, the filmmakers still keep the work local.
You know, at first, locally, people didn't really understand what we were doing, but as we've done more and more and more, people around here have really started to come to us, and used to be we would have to go ask people about playing parts. Now we have people writing us asking if they can be involved.
But we'll be in McDonald's and eating, or you'll see someone, you always see someone that say, hey, you know, I seen the movies you're doing, or you'll get a lot of local people that'll be like, hey, I read in the newspaper you're doing that movie, that's real cool, we're excited to see it.
Taking a small hobby between two best friends and turning it into a community following. Action! In Linton, Indiana, I'm Gary the photographer.